Nowadays, most of us recycle at least some of our waste because it helps conserve precious resources and reduces our community's need for expensive new landfills or incinerators. Whether you leave your recycling at the curb where a truck picks it up or bring it to a drop-off center, it all winds up at a material recovery facility, or MRF, where it's processed and baled for shipment to a mill to be turned back into products we use in our homes and businesses. Some communities have dual-stream recycling programs and some have single-stream programs. Dual-stream recycling means that paper and cardboard is put into one compartment of a recycling truck or drop-off center, and plastic, metal, and glass containers into another. At the MRF, the paper and cardboard is processed in one building or area of the MRF, and the plastic and glass in another. In single-stream recycling, all the recyclables are put into one compartment and are separated by machinery at the MRF. At this dual-stream facility, the trucks dump their paper in this building, where it is pushed into big piles and then put on a conveyor belt to a machine that separates the cardboard from the paper. Workers pull any cardboard or other materials out of the paper that the machines missed, then it's made into giant bales that can weigh up to 1,400 pounds. That's as heavy as a grand piano or a dairy cow. The containers are dumped in another building where the glass, metal, and plastic will be separated. Heavy-duty magnets will separate the steel cans from the other containers. This worker is separating the different colors of glass. And these workers are separating plastic based on the recycling numbers on the containers. Number 1 plastic, such as soda bottles, goes into one bin. Colored number 2, such as detergent and shampoo bottles, goes in another bin. And clear number 2, such as water and milk bottles, go in a third bin. Aluminum beverage containers and trash residue continue on the conveyor, where an eddy current, sort of a reverse magnet, pushes the metal away from the conveyor, and the trash drops down to another belt to be thrown away. Each type of plastic is baled separately to be sent to a mill for reuse. Combined, more than 2 million tons of number 1 and 2 plastic is thrown away each year in the U.S., and over 300,000 tons of each is recycled into new containers and other products. Over 2.5 million tons of steel cans are thrown away each year, and 1.5 million tons are recycled. For aluminum, a little over 1 million tons of the 2 million tons thrown away are recycled into new containers. These workers are sorting through the aluminum cans to remove any trash. The mills that will turn these cans back into new cans don't want any contaminants in their raw material. New high-quality paper contains recycled office paper. And new cardboard, boxboard, and other paper products are being made from the cardboard boxes we recycle. From plastic and glass containers to carpet, some of the clothes we wear, even our furniture, recycled materials are playing an ever-increasing role in the manufacture of new products. Some communities have single-stream recycling programs where everything we bring to the curb or drop-off center to recycle is put in one container. Once it gets to the MRF, machines separate the materials. Those machines cost a lot of money, but it means fewer people are needed to separate the materials at the curb or at the MRF, so it's a more efficient way to process recyclables. But what happens to the materials that don't get recycled, our trash? Trucks pick it up at the curb, or in some areas, we can bring it to the same drop-off centers that we bring our recyclables, where it's put into big trucks for a trip to the landfill or incinerator. Modern technology has increased the efficiency of trash collection too. This sidearm truck can pick up the trash from as many as 800 homes in one day. One person can do the same work that used to take as many as 6 or 8 people. In some areas, the trash is brought to a transfer station where it's put into larger trucks for the trip to a landfill or incinerator. The truck drives onto a scale where the trash is weighed. Then the trash is dumped onto a floor to be loaded into the bigger truck. If the landfill or incinerator is close enough, the trash is brought there directly by the trucks that picked it up at the curb. One reason to recycle is so we don't have to build new expensive landfills or incinerators. This new section of a landfill or cell is 11 acres in size, and when it's full in just 3 years, it'll be a big hill covered with grass. When the trash is dumped, big bulldozers and compactors push it into place, and the compactor's big metal wheels compact it to fit as much trash as possible. When the cell is full, it's covered with soil and then seeded with grass. That green hill in the distance is a full cell. At an incinerator, trash is dumped on the floor and pushed onto a conveyor to a chopping machine, where it's cut into small pieces so it will burn more efficiently. The burning trash heats water to make steam, and then the steam powers turbines that spin a generator like this one to make electricity. Recycling is part of the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle. You can reduce the amount of trash that you throw out by choosing products with less packaging. Reusing containers or using both sides of a sheet of paper can help too. And recycle as much as you can. Every little bit helps. You may already be recycling containers and paper, but did you know that in many places you can also recycle computers and TVs? Or how about tires and old appliances? Many towns have drop-off centers or special collection days for these special wastes. Getting your trash ready for recycling is easy. If you live in an area with dual-stream recycling, separate the containers from paper products. In single-stream recycling, everything can be mixed together in the same bin. Whichever system your town has, make sure you flatten the cardboard boxes to save room. And don't recycle paper or cardboard that has food on it. Staples and paper clips aren't a problem. The magnets at the MRF will get them. Rinse your containers before putting them in the bin, but don't worry about the labels. They'll come off later when they're processed. Make sure you use your community's recycling bins so the recycling truck driver knows to stop at your home. Yard waste is recycled in many towns where it's composted and turned into soil for houseplants and gardens. And speaking of composting, you can do it yourself right at home by saving your waste food scraps and grass clippings. It's easy. Ask your town's recycling coordinator how. Hazardous household products like insecticides, pesticides, paint, and used motor oil are often recycled at special collections held once or more a year. That's all there is to it. Some towns recycle certain items that others don't. So make sure you ask your recycler or town's recycling coordinator what your town accepts. They usually have a brochure that describes things pretty well.